So today I want to talk about the feast or famine income cycle and what may be really going on if you're experiencing this really painful phenomenon. So the feast or famine cycle shows up as a period where you're having a good run in your business. You've been showing up, taking action, and you're reaping the rewards of that action taking. You're reaping the fruits of your labors. The clients are coming in, the money is flowing, and you feel amazing. And then suddenly, most of the time it's suddenly and without warning, it's like somebody comes along and pulls the plug on your business. The results suddenly dry up. And I remember when this first happened to me, it was 2016. Between January and September of that year, I was on a roll. I was absolutely thriving. It was my second year in business. I couldn't believe how great everything was. And then in September of that year, I had my biggest ever money month up to that point, and it was something like £17,000, which was an enormous amount. It was like 3-4 months of my corporate salary in 1 month. And then in October, I didn't sign a single client. November, no clients. December, same. January, no clients. 4 months of nothing. And I remember at the time describing it like the universe has just come along with a massive vacuum cleaner and has just sucked everything away, sucked all the clients away. Like, it was so confusing and really, really painful. So that actually happened, and not for the first time, hence the feast or famine income cycle. So that's kind of how it manifests. You're having a good run, and then suddenly, without explanation, things just dry up. Business dries up. And for many of us, the response is to suddenly start backpedaling in our businesses. We start to try and figure out where our messaging changed or where it went wrong, where it stopped resonating. We throw out silly discounted offers to try and kind of reignite interest. And we often start to get drawn to shiny objects, shiny marketing objects that promise the earth. And it's a really conflicting and confusing time. But the reality is that this is not so much a strategy issue as it is a psychology issue. It's all what's going on in here. And in my experience of kind of breaking out of my own feast and famine pattern and helping other clients to do the same, I've kind of identified 3 core saboteurs that really are responsible for creating this really painful, confusing and conflicting pattern. So the 3 core saboteurs that I've identified that you really want to just tune in with yourself and see if these resonate with you, and see if this is a pattern, you're repeating the same results year on year, you're struggling to grow your business beyond a certain point. Just see if these resonate with you. It could be one, or it could be a combination of any of these 3. So the first saboteur is hitting the outer limits of your, say, your self-identity, your consciousness levels. So they're often called set points or upper limits. And this is essentially where you're hitting the boundary of how much money you are comfortable earning. So if you've kind of shot past that boundary, then your internal set point is going to be triggered and it's going to pull you back. And that's where you stop taking action. You can't seem to get yourself motivated. Your external results will reflect that kind of hitting the boundary wall and coming back to safety. The second saboteur is fear of success or failure. So again, as you're growing, as you're expanding, you will trigger some deep, probably previously dormant subconscious beliefs about what it means to you if you were to succeed. So it could be, the risk to your relationships, or the risk of being judged, or, the inability to manage the finances or manage your taxes, and all of these things that subconsciously you've got deeply embedded that are going to ensure that once you start expanding, growing again, it's going to pull you back. So first saboteur is hitting the outer limits of your wealth consciousness, your personal money self-identity. The second one is the fear of success or the fear of failure. If you start to expand and grow, the fear of failure gets triggered, so you pull back because the more successful you are, the more the pain of failure. And the third saboteur is essentially your story. So these are the stories you tell yourself about yourself. And this is so powerful. And when I discovered this was a complete game changer for me. And if you have stories that are running inside of you, like, in order for me to earn more, I have to work really, really hard, or this is a big one, I never stick at anything, I am undisciplined, I can't keep my promises to myself. Those kind of stories that you tell yourself are going to have a direct impact on your income earning ability to create that consistency, because essentially how you do anything is how you do everything. So if you are somebody who, jumps onto a diet or an exercise routine, or you promise yourself you're going to change some habit, but you never manage to follow through, like you always self-sabotage, then that pattern is going to affect your income. Because if you can't stick at anything, if you have a story of inconsistency about yourself, then that's going to create inconsistent income. So it's really, really important for you to be really vigilant and raise awareness to all of these patterns, these paradigms, these stories that you tell yourself, in order for you to be able to consciously break through them. So guys, I hope this made sense. I hope you found this helpful. If it resonates with you, then just, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So in the meantime, have an amazing day, and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.